All right, listen. I've been in the construction and real estate business for years. I've been involved in countless projects, and I've watched thousands of people manage their money and seen exactly what happens to them. Let me be straight with you. Most people who save $10,000 spend it shortly after it hits their hands. Car repairs, new furniture, a little vacation, shopping justified with, "I deserve this." And then a few months later, they're back to zero. Maybe right now, you've got $10,000 sitting in your account and you don't know what to do with it. It's just sitting there. Let me be clear. What you do with that money determines whether you'll be wealthy later in life. One wrong move, and 10 years from now, you'll be standing in the exact same place. I've seen this play out over and over again. The first time people see that 5-figure number, they act like they just won the lottery. They feel like they deserve to treat themselves. But here's the truth. $10,000 might look like a lot, but in terms of real wealth, it's almost nothing. Half the population can't even cover a $1,000 emergency. So the fact that you saved this much actually matters. But it's not wealth. It's just a starting point. What matters is what you do with it next. Now I'm going to give you real advice built on years of experience. Don't keep that $10,000 in one place. If you leave all of it in a checking account, your brain treats it as money available to spend, and you'll slowly bleed it dry. First it goes to a dinner out, then a new phone, then something else. And before you know it, the balance is shrinking. Then an emergency hits, and suddenly you're down to $3,000. The motivation collapses. You tell yourself, this just doesn't work. And you fall right back into the same cycle. Instead, separate that money immediately, that same day. Transfer $3,000 to $5,000 into a high-yield savings account that is completely separate. This is your emergency fund. You use it only when something genuinely urgent happens. Losing your job, a health crisis, a serious unexpected expense. Not for a vacation, not because you felt like it. The fact that it takes a few days to transfer that money back protects you from impulse spending. The psychological effect is enormous. When you see $2,000 in your account, you behave accordingly. You're more careful, more intentional. Then take the remaining $5,000 to $7,000 and put it to work. Don't go chasing stock picks or gambling on crypto. Open a brokerage account, invest it in broad index funds, or contribute to a Roth IRA. Boring, reliable, long-term instruments. At 7 to 8% annual returns, $5,000 becomes $10,000 in 10 years and exceeds $20,000 in 20. All you have to do is be patient. But don't forget, the point isn't to save $10,000 and set it aside. People who build real wealth turn this process into a system. Every paycheck, a portion automatically goes to the emergency fund, and a portion goes to investments. Motivation is short-lived. It gets you started. Build the system, and it carries you forward. And another thing, don't make the mistake of immediately using that $10,000 as a down payment on something big. A house, a car, a business idea. None of those are bad in themselves. But if you wipe your balance to zero and pile debt on top of it, one bad break can unravel everything. The people who buy from a position of real strength are the ones who've built up $30,000 to $50,000. They put 20% down. Their emergency fund stays intact, and the monthly payment doesn't crush them. Patience is the key word here. People who stay broke look at 10,000 and ask, what can I buy with this? People who build wealth ask, what can this money become? Same amount of money, completely different mindset. Don't overlook the tax side either. Money you put into a Roth IRA grows completely tax-free. When you turn that 5,000 into 50,000, you won't pay a single dollar in taxes on the gains in between. That's tens of thousands of dollars that stay in your pocket. Now let me be honest with you. Most people reading this will do nothing. They'll nod along, maybe feel fired up for a few days, and then forget about it. They'll save 10,000, slowly spend it from their checking account, and find themselves in the exact same position 10 years from now. But a small number of people will act immediately. They'll separate the money that same day, open the accounts, set up the automation, and start running the system. For those people, everything changes. Right now, 10,000 is your greatest achievement. But compared to where you're capable of going, it's almost nothing. Use it right, and 10 years from now, you'll look back on this moment as the turning point of your financial life. Use it wrong, and 10 years from now, you'll still be trying to save your first 10,000. The choice is entirely yours, and you're making it right now.